gorgeous southern afternoon. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's got some space here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Oh, yeah, boy.
We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts, rolling to his right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They go play action here on 1st down. Right back to Pitts again. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! That's caught. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the 1st half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it second down. They're going to look to throw. This is complete to Hawkins.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. John Kaminsky. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Rolling to his right. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Well, fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts out to his left. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Come on and get it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick-6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man. Complete.
You know they pay me extra for this.
Touchdown, Falcons. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Well, lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Sanders, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. I got it. Check your hot read. Check.
Back to throw.
Check.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. Pass caught by Hooper. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives... It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The Falcons send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. A huge play there in overtime.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper, because at this point in overtime, the field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Space to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. third down. They'll run it with Sanders. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
YBN want a thing up.